Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of my huge makeup haul. If you haven't seen part 1 and 3, I'll leave the link in the description box below. Part 1 was actually the biggest part, where I went shopping in Ulta and I bought actually half the shop. This part is going to be about Inglot and part 3 is going to be about Sephora. Now because I didn't really buy a lot in Inglot, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my shopping experience in there, because we don't have that in the UK and I just wanted people to know what it's actually like. When you go into the shop, there's like samples of everything so that you can swatch and test everything before you buy it. Once you decide what you want, the shop assistant will go and bring you what you want. Now, the stuff in the shop was absolutely stunning, and I couldn't believe the eyeshadows. I actually took a picture of some of the eye pigments up here, and the eyeshadow pigments were amazing. I mean, they really were. I was just swatching everything and I just wanted to buy everything, but it wasn't the cheapest shop in the world. One thing that I will say about this shop is that when we went shopping in Town Square, the shop assistant didn't seem very friendly at all. It was kind of as if she didn't really want us there, to be honest. So I was there swatching away at all the eyeshadow pigments, and she did say, do you need any help at first, and that was fine. But then it's not very friendly, like it's not a very friendly environment at all in that one. And she was just standing there and she'll say to you, oh, do you need me to get anything? Because obviously all their makeup's locked away, so if you want something they have to go and get it for you. Now, her face was absolutely tritting me. Now when I'm in work, I don't walk about smiling or anything, but I'm always friendly to customers, or at least I try to be friendly. And even though she was asking if we needed any help, she just kinda made me feel a little bit uncomfortable, as if she just wanted us to get out. One of the first things that you see when you go into the shop is all the eyeshadow pigments. Now obviously you'll know that I love eyeshadow. I love eyeshadow pigments as well, but this shop, as I said, wasn't the cheapest shop in the world, so I didn't get a lot for this shop, but I'm going to show you what I bought. So here's the bag. Now, not the biggest bag in the world, but what was inside here actually cost me a small fortune. So I got 2 eyeshadow pigments and they come in these little boxes. Now the packaging is definitely cute. Even though I have both of these eyeshadows on today, I'm still going to swatch them on my hand to give you a proper look at what they're like, because they're really just mind blowing. These eyeshadow pigment powders don't seem to have actual colour names, but they do have numbers on them. So this one is 144 and it's a stunning turquoise colour. Now you'll recognise this colour for every single thing in my life. My wardrobes are this colour, my nail polish is usually this colour, my walls are this colour. This is obviously my favourite colour. So when I swatched this, it was so good. Wait till you see how good this swatch is. You just need the tiniest little bit. This is it inside the tub. And when I used this on my eyes today, I actually pressed it on with the brush and it looks more glittery, but when you spread it on, this is what it looks like. Ooh. So there's obviously 2 ways that you can wear this. I mean, like I said, when I put on glitter glue and I pressed this on with a brush and it just looks like glitter, but then once you spread it, it's just so shimmery and metallic and magical. There isn't really any other word for that, really, is there? It's just magical. The next one that I bought was this purple one, and this was 112. Now when I say I bought it, I mean my friend actually bought it for me, because I thought that these eyeshadows were quite expensive and he knew how much I loved them, so he bought me one of them. Again, this is this one inside. Now when I pressed this one on with the brush earlier, it didn't really go on as well as the turquoise one, but I think that's just because of the way I was spreading it round. I didn't do it as well. When you actually press into this with your finger, it feels really soft. It feels like fluff. It doesn't feel like powder. It feels like soft and fluffy, like a wee bit of cotton wool. So this is what this one looks like. Now I think both of them are absolutely stunning. These are definitely my sorts of colours that you'll see me wearing all the time. Obviously when I was in the shop there was so many different colours, and I'll show you a swatch on my hand of some of them. And there was one that was a really dark blue colour, and I literally just went like that, tiny wee bit onto my hand, and it was just all up my hand. And then when I asked the girl if I could get something to wipe it off, she gave me like one cotton circle with like makeup remover on it, the tiniest amount of makeup remover. So when I went to wipe it off, I actually smeared all the way up my arm, all the way up my hand and everything. So I asked her for another one and she came back again with like the tiniest wee bit of makeup remover. I swear to God, like, it was taking me forever to get it off. Now anybody else would have put a bit more on it. She's seen that I was totally covered. Now maybe that's just my personal preference and what I would have done, but I felt as if she was literally just doing the very bare minimum. I mean, I don't really like to talk bad about people who serve me in shops because I know it's not the best job in the world, but I just felt as if she just really didn't want us there, honestly. She made us feel terrible. But then when we went to the other ingot in the Venetian, the woman in there was so nice, and when we were talking about her, she couldn't have been any nicer. Now this shop sold everything obviously because it's a makeup shop, but here's just a small selection of the eyelashes that they had available. Even though I spent quite a lot of money on makeup while I was in Vegas, when I went into this shop I really didn't want to spend too much because the items were really too expensive for what I would normally spend. But if I had to go back, and if I did have extra money again, I would definitely go back and buy some more. Now these eyeshadows, like I say, to me this is expensive to me, so some of you might just go, that's cheap, that's like a cheap eyeshadow, and that's fine, but to me it's quite expensive. So these were $21 each, and then there was £3.46 tax to be added on. So just for these two eyeshadows alone, that was $45.47. Now that's nearly $50 for two eyeshadows, and I know they're stunning, okay? I get that, and I know that they're actually worth the money because I was putting them on and I see how stunning they are, but that is a lot of money for me to spend on two eyeshadows. But like I say, if I do manage to go back to Vegas and I do go back into this shop and I have got some extra spending money, I'll definitely be buying some more. Now I'm not saying I'm going to go mad and I'm going to come back with a big massive like Ulta size bag, but I'm definitely going to get another one of these bags and maybe fill this up a little bit. Let me know in the comments section if you've been to Inglot before, and if you liked this video please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here consider subscribing. Don't forget to leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Bye!